Nevada's a great hitter, 395 on the season. He's got 9 triples on the year, believe it or not, fourth in all Division II. The first baseman you wouldn't think is the most fleet of foot, but he probably puts the ball in the gap a lot and gets on his horse and gets the third.
It's taking that extra base we talked about a little bit yesterday. I mean, you see the opportunity to take it, might as well. If I'm sure he's driving the ball plenty far and has plenty of time to run around. As he said, 395 on the season, 488 on base percentage, 628 slugging with just 3 home runs, those 9 triples leading to that high slugging. First pitch to the lefty is down and away, 1-0.
He's a patient hitter too, has more walks and strikeouts on the year, which is something you don't see a lot of at the college level or most levels.
Yeah, really any level. Yeah, and that's always a sign of a hitter who has a command of the strike zone, and very important in today's ball game. The 1-0 hits that outside corner, nothing or 1-1. Nevada not just a big bat as well, a 2016 Gold Glove winner, and we saw it yesterday in the ball game. He was making all sorts of scoops and picks and taking the short hops on the throws from third baseman Jake McCarthy. He was a vacuum over there at first.
Yeah, he can really pick it.
That's a rope down the right field line, headed into the corner. Torres will try to dig it out. Saltzman will come around to score. Now being waved home is McCarty. There will be no relay. Headed for third, Nevada. He is in with another triple.
We were just talking about it, and there he goes. His 10th triple of the year. Like I said, not over yet.
I was going to say, I hope I didn't jinx the Spartan this year. It's Baez, who walks nobody, has now hit a batter with a slider and walked Brem. Manzione will step into the box, and 2 more base runners in the tying run will get to bat. At this rate, it would have to be Zach Fritz as that tying run. First, Manzione and Viglica need to get on, and there's a first pitch breaking ball away, ball 1.
Manzione's hit 6 home runs on the year, and he hit 2 the other night against the Spartans on that Monday night game that they had to finish out the regular season. So that if he could pop one out of here, it would make it pretty interesting. Even though there's still 2 outs, but make it tight.
I wonder too if do you get anyone up here behind Baez? You have to, right? I mean, you saw how good Pennell was.
I think you give him another batter here. If Manzone gets on, I think then you got to get somebody up.
Yeah, you definitely have to at least get some sort of insurance behind him. Still up 6 runs here, so again, that tying run is still 3 batters away, but again, don't want to make it at all any sort of high leverage situation for anyone here. Up 6 runs in the 9th. 1-0. Swing and a drive deep to left field, down the line. That ball is out of here. A grand slam off the bat of Michael Manzione, and with 2 outs in the 9th inning, we have ourselves a ball game. Casey, I apologize for ever doubting you.
You know, I called it. He's hit a few long balls on the year and just made this one a ball game.
His 7th home run of the year, and here it is.
Just a fastball right out and up over the middle of the plate, and he did not miss it. He crushed that to the batting cages out in left field.
First home run Baez has given up all season. But the Pioneers still need one more bloop and a blast. And how large do those 2 runs at the top of the 9th inning loom now again?
And it looks like somebody is warming up now down in the stack bullpen. I would have to imagine it's probably Pennell.
Pennell came in relief of Monticello yesterday. Looked quite good, mowing through the Bridgeport batting order. But the Pioneers down to their final strike. Baez with a chance to send the Spartans to Saturday. The 0-2. Fouled straight back. So 1 more bloop and a blast, and we will have ourselves a new ball game. It's a lot to ask, though. Baez looks to redial in. Working quickly. 0-2. Hit in the air out towards left field. It'll hook and go foul. That was another breaking ball on the inside part of the plate that Viglica just jumped all over. The stacked dugout rallies behind its stopper. The set. Kicking the fire. Grounded. Into left. A base hit. An 0-2 fastball looked like, and Maglica was ready for it. His third hit of the ball game. And just like that, that tying run will come to bat.
You know, when this inning started, I never would have thought that the tying run would come to the plate. But here we are.
Insane, right? Pitching to a 1.75 ERA entering the day. Doesn't give up a single home run. Surrenders a grand slam. And now, right, is one more hanging breaking ball away from giving the Pioneers new life. Unbelievable. Fritz the batter. And that was a hanging curve right there. It looked like nothing in one.
I'll be honest, I'm surprised he's still in the game. I don't know if Pennell just didn't have enough time to get ready or whoever's warming up down there in the pen.
That's what I was thinking. Get someone up with the bases loaded just in case something like this happened. There's a good one in the dirt, blocked by the catcher, Lagrutta.
You'd have to think this is probably his last batter no matter what happens here. Either he gets the last out to end the game, or if Fritz gets on, at that point you almost have to go to the bullpen.
Fritz has homered 4 times. The Pioneers would kill for a 5th. There's a swing and a miss through that slider. It's 1-2.
And he was trying to on that swing.
Swung right under it, it looked like. So again, the Pioneers down to their final strike. Maglica off first. Curveball in the dirt, 2-2. Fritz battling. Looking for a pitch to drive. The 2-2. Hit in the air, right center field, hit pretty well. Going back ding kong to the warning track. That ball is caught at the wall, and the ball game is over. Man, oh man. How about that comeback from the Pioneers? Baez, by the skin of his teeth, clings to an 8-6 Spartan victory. Back at Mitchell Field in Uniondale, New York. It is an elimination game between the Malloy Lions and the LIU Post Pioneers. And another pleasant good afternoon to you all at home. Thanks for sticking with us all afternoon long. Sean Okula, Casey Rafferty with you throughout this one. These are a pair of teams who are quite familiar with each other, having met yesterday afternoon. A pitcher's duel between Kevin Hiss and James Varela resulted in a James Varela and LIU Post victory. He went the distance, pitched a complete game shutout in that one. Pushed Malloy to the loser's side of the bracket where they beat up on Bridgeport early this morning. And if you're just tuning in, you missed a great one between LIU Post and Stack, with Zach Fritz sending a shot to the wall, down 8-6, tying run at the plate. He sent one to deep right. Giovanni Ding Kong had just enough room to reel it in and keep the Stack lead, and I think we're still all kind of recovering from that one. But Casey, if you're Post, how do you push that behind you and move on to this ball game?
Well, I think the fact that if you don't win this game, your season's over, most likely, is a good enough.
I would imagine that would be motivation.
Yeah, good enough motivation to win this game. A huge game here. Loser's season's most likely over. We spoke a little bit about the Pioneers' slim chances of getting an at-large bid, but they're going to probably need to win this game if that's going to come into play. And Malloy definitely needs to win this game to keep their season alive.
First pitch to Iglesias, misses away for ball 1. The pitcher for Malloy, we're starting to move into the depths of our pitching staffs, as this is the third game for each of these teams in the tournament, as that fastball misses low. Anthony Vano is the right-handed starter for Malloy, the sophomore from Babylon, standing at 5'10", fires a 2-0 fastball in for a strike, 2-1. He's a guy that's not going to overpower you. Fastball sitting in the low 80s, low to mid 80s, but he has pitched decent. He's probably been the second best starter for Coach Fucarino and the Malloy Lions this year, making his 11th start of the year, pitched to a 4.75 ERA. As Iglesias skies went out to center field, that's Saltzman under it, making the catch for the first out of the ballgame. One man down. It's Wall off third, Messina off second, Saltzman off first in a scoreless game. Valentino has his work cut out for him. Peaks at second, kicks and fires. A fastball popped up, right side foul territory. Vaglica for a look, slides, makes the catch, forgetting for a brief second to cover was Valentino, and with Fritz and Maglica converging to make the play, almost a mental lapse, allowing Malloy to score a run, but at the very last second, Valentino darted for home plate to make sure Wall didn't get any ideas.
If that was someone a little bit more fleet of foot down there on third base, maybe they would have tried it. But Wall, the catcher, hasn't been the fastest guy on Malloy's roster.
He did dash down the line, it looked like, for a second, but then once he saw Valentino getting over, he thought better of it. And there's a good block from Vaglica to keep that one in front of him and keep that first run from scoring 1-0.
Yeah, Vaglica's been a wall back there this entire tournament. He's been very impressive behind the plate.
Nevada lined into a tough luck double play his first time. A chance for Malloy to strike. And Valentino steps off.
And this is a big spot here for Valentino. With Malloy's best hitter up at the plate, bases loaded, 2 out. Would be huge to get out of this jam with no runs across the plate.
1-0 pitch. Misses away, 2-0.
And now Nevada's in the driver's seat here, 2-0. Excuse me, 2-0, bases loaded. He's got to come to him, and up 2-0 in the count. He shouldn't be chasing. He's got to be looking for that pitch right in his spot to drive.
2-0 misses up and away, 3-0.
And he did almost chase that out of the zone. He wanted to rip away. We were speaking earlier about giving a green light on 3-0. This might be a time where I would give a take sign with the bases loaded, because if he doesn't throw a strike, then you do walk in that run, but he does throw a strike there.
And it looked like maybe some sort of fastball or slider up in the zone for a strike, 3-1. So definitely be unleashed here. We saw Nevada get the Malloy offense going in their first game, a 2-run triple in the first. With the bases loaded here and 2 down, the 3-1. Roped, heads up, into the LIU post dugout.
I wonder if that got anybody on the ricochet, because that hit off the back wall.
I mean, that is solid rock on that wall. Some concern in that dugout, but it looks like everyone is okay. And that is, oh my goodness.
Yeah, he was all over that 3-1 fastball. It was right there, just a little early on it. He waits back a little bit longer, and that's a solid hit down the right field line.
So the merry-go-round will be in motion. 3-2. Rope to right field, falling fast, base hit. Cut off by Brad before it can get to the wall. But with the runners going, 2 runs are home. Angelo Nevada strikes again. It's 2-0 Lions.